Hey guys, so this is going to be a 2025 remake of this 52-inch Harbor Breeze Builder's Best ceiling fan, 2 of 3. This fan used to be on our game room, and this fan came with the house as well as the black Builder's Best. Yep, this is the second Builder's Best. And this one's a little different than the other one that I did and cleaned up and demonstrate. This one's in a different finish and it has a light kit. This is the second fan I saw in this house, and that's why I'm doing this fan the second, because of that. And it used to be in the game room at our house, and now it has a Hampton Bay carriage house too in there. I replaced it about a year ago because the carriage house too matches more than this fan. There's not much silver in there. Yeah. When I first saw this fan, it was originally facing down this side of the blades. And then in 2020, when I was cleaning this fan, getting rid of the dust, I decided to flip the blades to the mahogany side, because it matches more in there. Had the walnut or mahogany furniture in there just a little bit, and the hardwood floors match. But that game room had carpet in there though, and I think they decided to use this side to match the carpet because our carpet is beige at our house. And this is the ash side. That's what the finish is, or pine wood. Either one. It's either ash or pine wood, but it's probably both. I think Harbor Breeze calls this side ash. That's what it is. Yeah. And then in 2020, well, first, this fan came with 2 original pole chains, and these are the original pole chains that came with this fan. And then back in 2020, I decided to put a baseball pole chain on the light and a football pole chain on the fan because it was a game room. Yeah, just to give it a little match. And then I had a couple of replacements of those chains. The baseball pole chain broke in 2023 or 2022. I think it was 2023, I'm assuming. I don't know. Or 2022. It was probably 2022 or something. And then the football pole chain broke like 3 times, and I had to get a couple of replacements. I think I had 4 football pole chains and they broke, and 3 had the rubbers on them. They're from Lowe's. And then I decided to order new football chains from Amazon because they had the silver piece on the top like the baseball pole chain, and they're better than the rubber pieces because the fan chain switch was a little hard to pull. Yeah. And then I decided to reuse these pole chains since they're original to the fan. It has a Harbor Breeze pole chain on the light and black nickel, and it has the Builder's Best pole chain on the fan. That's cool to see that Builder's Best chain on the fan. And this is what this fan looked like when I first saw it, and I also demonstrated it back in April 2020. And then I demonstrated it again in November 2020. Yeah, and then I made another video of this fan again in before it got replaced in 2023. And this is my 4th time doing a video of this fan, demonstrating. Yeah. And then in November 2020, when I was cleaning this fan, I think I accidentally cracked the globe. There's like a little crack right there and a little crack right there. I think I accidentally broke it when I was cleaning the globe. It was 4 years ago. But doesn't really look, I think you can notice it when the light is on a little bit, but other than that, it's not noticeable due to the alabaster. Yeah, it has an alabaster globe. Can't really notice it too well, though. And this fan has a new fan change switch because back in November 2022, I accidentally broke the fan change switch when I was changing the speeds, and it was stuck on medium speed. And then one of my mom's coworkers' husband that fixed the black builder's best too, fixed this fan too. And then when that person tried to replace the pull chain, that person had a couple of hard times doing it, and he had to fix it and the next day, and there was a little problem with that pull chain. It would only work down here, but when it's up on this hole, fan wouldn't work at all. But when the switch is down here, when the switch housing is out or the light is out, it does work. And that's a little weird. I think it's probably because that person probably messed up the fan chain switch a little bit, and that's probably why it wasn't working properly. It only worked on high, low, off, and off, and it did the same thing to the black builder's best. And yeah, that person wired it incorrect again for this fan as well. And then I had to rewire the fan chain switch correctly, and one of the slots was didn't work because that person probably damaged the slot, just that one slot. So I had to get another fan chain switch, the same one as the other one in silver, and it worked, and I wired it correctly, and it works. And also the fan chain switch pulls a little easier now than the original fan chain switch. The original fan chain switch was a little harder to pull. And I think the new fan chain switch is smoother now. Yeah. And then I also got a new part for this fan too. I got a new capacitor because it had burnt holes in there. There was a large burnt hole in the middle, well, just to the right side of the middle part. And there was a burnt hole on the top left, and then there was a burnt hole on the back. Yeah. And I do have a picture of that capacitor to show y'all. I have two pictures of the burnt holes. Here's that. Yeah. And that capacitor worked fine. The fan worked well on all 3 speeds before, but I had to replace it due to burnt holes. And another reason why I had to replace it, because that person cut the wires too short, the capacitor wires, and when I was trying to put the capacitor in the switch housing when the fan was down, the switch housing wouldn't go in all the way due to the capacitor wires being short. So that's another reason why I had to get a new capacitor. And yeah, that was the before and after pictures of the capacitor, the old and new capacitor. The new capacitor is a bow jack, and it's a 4.565 microfarads. Yeah, when I put this fan up here, I decided to do the pine wood, just because it used to be facing down that way. And for the third builder's best that I'm testing, I'm gonna do mahogany, that side. Yeah. And last part I fixed on this fan is the blades. The blade brackets were droopy a little bit when I saw this fan first. And then I decided to fix them, and they look great now. They're not that sagging anymore. I bent the blade brackets back to shape, and it looks like brand new. This fan looks like brand new. It's cleaned. And I restored it, and I'm keeping it since it came with the house, and I like these. I like these Harbor Breezes. And I'm really happy that I fixed the blade brackets and I bent them back to shape since they were droopy a little bit. But anyways, about to go ahead and do a tour of this fan and demonstrate it. Here we go. This fan's in brushed steel finish. It has 5 ash blades facing down, and it's reversible to the mahogany side. And yeah, those blades has those quick connect pieces on it. It's a little quick connect fan type for these pieces. And that black builder's best isn't quick connect, it's just regular screws. And they don't have these, but these 2 silver ones has these. Yeah, just want to mention all that. It has a bowl light kit, as you can see, and it's original. It has 2 Philips 60-watt soft white LEDs. These bulbs came to the house, and they're probably from one of the ceiling lights in our living room. That I've replaced them all into different kind of bulbs that are dimmer since they were too bright, and those 60 watts. And this fan, when I first saw this fan, it originally came with 2 daylight CFL bulbs. Yeah, and I decided to replace them into soft whites. Some of them were incandescents, some of them were LEDs. Yeah, for a couple of replacements. Let's show you all the dates on these stickers. There's the year stickers burned, as you can see. It's from July 2004. It used to say July, but the sticker peeled off a little bit due to being burned, and I remember it had a 7 on it. Yeah. And then the manufacture date is on the other side. It's from, there it is, it's from June 2005. Yep. Yeah, I cut the light chain switch a little bit since it was about up to here for the baseball pole chain, since it was a little lower for low ceilings. And then I decided to get a longer chain for this fob, so that way it would match how it looked like years ago. Show you all the top now. There's the yellow sticker. It says March 2004. And this fan's from April 2005. And yeah, I also got a new mounting bracket screw. Let's see which. Oh, it's this one right there. One was missing. Yeah. I actually have 20 of these fans because I had this one that was in the game room and the other one in the master bedroom, and they're both the same, but except they have different light finials. They have the same light kits, but they have different finials and different pull chain fobs. But other than that, they're the same. They're twins, and they're manufactured the same month and year, April 2005. Yeah. And the fan works really well with the new capacitor and the new fan chain switch. And the light works too. I decided to go with soft whites because I like soft white better for this fan with the blade and the finish. So yeah, I'm about to go ahead and demonstrate this fan. Here we go.